Hi, in this video we are going to continue the problem solving with strings in Python. So the third problem we are going to consider is, in any country's official document, PAN number, that is permanent account number, is a very important thing for the people who are earning. And when you look at the pattern, okay, this is like a pattern that will be followed for all the PAN number nationwide in our country. So what is the pattern is, there will be 5 alphabets, okay, 5 alphabets will be there, followed by 4 digits and followed by another alphabet. Now your task is to find out, you will be given a string and you have to find out whether it is a PAN number is valid or not, okay. And the valid PAN number will have all its letters in uppercase and digits also will be there in the order mentioned above, okay. So this is the problem given to us, right. So the PAC of this problem is, you have to read a PAN number as a string and you have to print whether it is valid or invalid. Totally there will be only 10 characters, okay. Understand that the first 5 will be alphabets and the alphabet should be given in capital letter, and the next 4 should be in digits, and the last one will be once again alphabet. So the concept involved is to take each character and check if alphabets and digits are appropriately placed, right. So here example I have considered small case letters, but when we give it for the code, let us give capital letters. Now let us just relax that constraint for this example what we are discussing alone. Now we will consider the constraints like the first 5 should be alphabets, and the next 4 should be numbers, and the last one again should be alphabet, right. So when you look at this particular thing, this is correct, so we should print valid. Now consider another one thing, okay. Now look at the constraints. The first constraint is the first 5 characters should be alphabet, yes, of course correct. Next 4 should be digits, yes, correct. The last one should be alphabet, but it is not a alphabet, so invalid. Next, consider first 5 should be letters, alphabets, but when you look at the fifth one, it is a digit, okay. So here itself the condition breaks, so invalid, okay. So now let us write the pseudocode for the problem. Now algorithm and pseudocode are little bit different. In algorithm we will be saying in the terms of English, pure language, natural language. In pseudocode we will be using little bit like coding technique, partial English and partial coding will be there. So just as an example we will consider here the pseudocode. So first what you are doing is, read the PAN number and you find the length of the PAN number. If it is not 10, then you are going to immediately print invalid and exit, okay. So in this program what we are going to do is, first of all we are going to check the constraints one by one. If they are not satisfied, then immediately we will say invalid and come out of the thing. If it is valid, then only we will go to the next step and so on, right. So you are going to print invalid and exit here, and you are going to take the first 5 characters. If the length is 10, okay, then you are going to take the first 5 characters and you are going to check whether they are alphabets, okay. Here I have just written as not character, but it should be an alphabet. If it is not alphabet, then immediately we are going to print invalid and we are going to come out. And from position 6 to 9, what we are going to do is, we are going to check whether they are digits. If they are not digits, then we are going to print invalid and break and come out. For the last character, okay, here this is the human interpretation of the index, okay. So the last one will be at the index 10. If it is not a character, then you are going to print invalid and you are going to come out, okay. This is the algorithm. Now we are going to implement the algorithm using Python. So let us do step by step implementation. First of all, you are reading the PAN number from the user. It's a string, so you just read it without any conversion. Then you find the length of the PAN number using the len function, okay. And you are going to find out if L is not equal to 10. Sorry, if L is not equal to 10, then you are going to print invalid, okay. Otherwise, then only you are going to check the other things. What you are going to do, or we can just use LF also, right, because immediately we are going to check a condition. LF span of, we want to see the first 5 characters. Programmatic interpretation is 0 to 4. In slicing, you have to give us 0:5. You have to stop at the 5th position. This will consider from 0 to 4. Okay, and it should be alphabets. So we are going to use the is_alpha function. So this is not true means, actually they should be alphabets. So not of the first 5 characters, characters of the string is not alphabet, then we are going to print invalid. Right. Then elif. Then the next 4 means it will start from the position 5. Okay, 5, and it should go up to index 8. Okay, they should be digits. So how can you check? Is digit. Okay, if they are not, this should be the case. If it is not, then we are going to print invalid. Okay, and otherwise else if not of the last thing, the last character is at the position index 9, because 0 to 9. So you are checking whether it is a alphabet. If it is not an alphabet, then you have to print invalid. Okay, so we have checked all the cases where it will become invalid. If none of these cases are met, then it should be a valid string. So else valid. Fine. So this is the code for checking whether the given PAN number is valid or not. So let us check the code. So let us take the examples one by one and check. It is valid. Okay. It should print invalid. Yes. Execute again. Invalid. Okay, fine. So next let us consider the other problem, the fourth problem. The fourth problem is very interesting. Actually it is to develop a security system that works on Cipher. What is Cipher is, actually this is an encrypting technique, a very old encrypting technique which evolved in the beginning of cryptography, where people wanted to change the characters before transmission. They wanted to change the characters so that the third person do not understand the message. This was done for security reasons, right? Okay, so what this Cipher says is, you have to add a number and you have to find the new character. For example, for A, right, they were adding 3 letters. So if it was A, then A will be changed to 3 letters after A. So B, C, D, the third letter will be considered. Okay, so for A it will be D. For P, for example, if you consider P, it will be Q or S. Okay, so S will be considered. Like that, the third letter from that position will be taken, and this is fine up to X. When it is X, we don't have a third letter, isn't it? If you find Y, Z, I don't have anything after it. Okay, so what should you do is, you have to wrap around and come to the beginning. So if it is X, you should say Y, Z, A. A will be the letter that will replace X. Similarly, Y. Okay, Y should be replaced by Z, A, B. Okay, and Z should be replaced by A, B, C. This is the idea behind Cipher. So we are going to discuss how it can be done. So when you look at the PSC, input is going to be a string, output is going to be another string which is encrypted, and it is going to be in lower case. Okay, and the concept involved, what we are going to do is take character by character and find out the character 3 spaces apart from it, and you have to specially consider the 3 characters X, Y, Z. You have to find a logic to specially consider the 3 characters X, Y, Z also, right. So let us look at this example P, right, Python. P will be converted to S, right, and Y will become B, T will become W, H will become K, O will become R, Q, right. Another one example is Oxford, O, P, Q, R, okay, R, X will become Y, Z, A, okay, and F will become G, H, I, once again O will become R, R will become P, Q, R, S, T, U, right, and D will become G, right. Now when you look at the algorithm, you read the string, you convert the string to lowercase because user may not give it in lowercase. Some cases it may happen. So before changing it, the logic will be different if you want to do it for both lower and uppercase. So now we will see the simple thing where we are handling with only lower cases, right. So you are going to convert the string to lowercase after reading it, and this is the resultant string, and initially the resultant string is going to be empty. And you are going to take the character one by one from S, and you are going to find the third character. You have to specifically check for these three things alone, X, Y, Z. Okay. After that you will build up S1 completely, and you have to print S1 and stop. This is the algorithm. Let us try to implement this algorithm. So what is the step? First step says, read the input and convert it to lowercase. Actually we can do it in single shot. In Python it is very simple. You say S is equal to input dot lower. So it will read the string, convert to lowercase and store it in S. That will be simple. And you are going to have S1, and it is an empty string, two immediate quotes for each character in S. So for CHNS, since string is also sequence, please understand that it is an immutable sequence. I cannot go and change a particular character in a sequence because immutable means cannot be modified. Okay, and actually this for in, okay, for and in combination will work with sequences. It will take one by one, right. So in means in the sequence, right. So this CH will take the character one by one from S. Now I am going to check if CH, okay, please recall the two functions. Okay, we will just see it on the terminal. ORD function. What is ORD function? ORD function is going to give the ASCII value of a character. So I am giving small a, ORD of small a is 97, and we saw about the CHR in the theory. So CHR of 98, let us give 98. CHR will take an integer input, and it will give me the corresponding character in the ASCII table, right. This ORD function and CHR function can be used in combined to solve this problem, okay. And also you have to recall that I cannot simply say a plus 3, I will only get an error, okay. So what is the logic is, first of all you should find the ASCII value of the character first of all, and then you have to add a 3 to it. After finding the new ASCII value, you have to convert back to a character. That is the core idea behind this conversion of string, okay, this encryption, understood. So you cannot directly, I want to find the third character means I cannot directly add like this. This is not possible in Python because it's a strongly type checking language, so you will get an error. So what should you do is, you should first of all find the ASCII equivalent using the ORD function, ASCII equivalent of the character using the ORD function. Then you have to add a 3 to it. That will be the new ASCII value. After finding the new ASCII value, convert back to a character using the CHR function. Okay, understood? Now we have special cases for X, Y, Z that we will discuss now during implementation, right? So how I will know that this is great, what I can do is, I will just say, okay, n is equal to ORD of CH. So n will be having the ASCII value. Now I am going to say if n is greater than, okay, ORD of X, greater than or equal to, I should say, sorry, I used wrong braces. For X, Y, Z we are going to do something special. Okay, so first of all find the ASCII value of the character and you check that is stored in n. If that n is greater than or equal to ASCII value of X, okay, then what should we do? We should do something different, right? That is n1. n1 is going to be the new ASCII value. n1 will be n plus, okay, n plus, what should I do? I should find the from A. Okay, so what I am going to do is I should say ORD of A. Okay, ORD of A plus, okay, I have to start from A for these cases, okay, and how many characters from A should go is depending on plus n minus ORD of x. If you work out, you will understand the logic is very simple, okay, because for x it is going to be A, right. So for y it will be B. So what I am doing is n minus ORD of x, you find the difference, I will add that with ORD of A, okay. So I will get the corresponding character for these 3 letters, okay. Otherwise what you are going to do is I am just going to say n1 is equal to n plus 3. It is a very simple straightforward logic where I will just add 3 to it, but the special cases are x, y, z where I am doing like this, okay. Now after finding n1, what should I do? I should find the new character. Let me call the new character as ch1. ch1 is equal to chr of n1, fine. So I have found the character. Now you can say s1 plus equal to, you can do like this also, this is saying s1 equal to s1 plus, okay, plus equal to ch1, okay. I am adding the character to the existing substring of s1, right, and after doing all these things, come out of the for loop and you are going to print s1. This is the logic, okay. Now let us execute and see. Give the word Python, see the answer, what you have got. Yes, you have got the answer. Can check for the other string. The other string which we saw example was aux4, give aux4, yes, correct, okay. So this is how we can work with strings. These are all the functions which are available for us to easily code using strings in Python, right. Okay, so further examples we will see when we are going to see advanced concepts. Please keep practicing on these things, work out by yourself and see, then we will get a clear idea. Thank you.